Donald Trump has once again drawn criticism for his actions, this time involving a visit to Arlington National Cemetery ahead of his upcoming inauguration. What is traditionally a solemn ceremony to honor America's fallen soldiers has instead become the subject of controversy due to Trump's behavior, alleged ulterior motives, and disregard for established norms. To start, it is important to note the significance of the wreath-laying ceremony at the tomb of the unknown soldier. This tradition is deeply rooted in American history and serves as a moment of unity and reverence for those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for their country. Presidents partake in this ceremony not only before their inaugurations but also throughout their terms as a gesture of respect to the nation's military heroes. However, Trump's actions during this event have raised serious concerns about his intentions and conduct. Reports indicate that Trump arrived at the ceremony a full 30 minutes late, leaving participants and attendees waiting in the freezing cold. Notably, even his own Vice President-elect, J.D. Vance, and Vance's wife, Usha, were seen waiting outside for the ceremony to begin. After a significant delay, they eventually left to wait inside the cemetery building. First Lady Melania Trump also arrived at the ceremony and had to endure the delay. This lack of punctuality was not only disrespectful to those in attendance, but also disrupted the solemnity of the occasion. Adding to the controversy is Trump's history with Arlington National Cemetery. This is not the first time his actions at the site have sparked outrage. In August 2024, Trump visited Arlington to honor the 13 U.S. service members who died during the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. While the purpose of the visit appeared to be to pay tribute, the event quickly became mired in allegations of ulterior motives. Members of Trump's campaign were reportedly blocked from participating in parts of the ceremony due to concerns over the cemetery's strict policies prohibiting political or campaign-related activities on its grounds. The cemetery's staff cited federal law, which explicitly bans such activities, as their reasoning. During that 2024 visit, Trump's campaign attempted to include videographers and photographers to document the event. While families of some of the fallen soldiers expressed support for capturing these moments, the cemetery staff pushed back, citing regulations against using the site for political purposes. NPR later reported that a physical altercation occurred between cemetery staff and Trump's campaign members, further fueling criticism. This incident underscores a troubling pattern: Trump's propensity to use even the most sacred and nonpartisan moments for self-promotion and political gain. Trump's defenders argue that his actions were intended to honor the fallen and respect the wishes of the families. However, his critics contend that these events demonstrate his prioritization of personal branding and political optics over genuine respect for the military and its traditions. This sentiment is bolstered by Trump's history of controversial remarks about service members and veterans. Former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly, who served under Trump during his first term, has revealed troubling details about Trump's attitudes toward the military. According to Kelly, Trump privately disparaged veterans, referring to American soldiers who died in France during World War I as suckers and losers. Kelly's account paints a picture of a man who fundamentally misunderstands the sacrifices made by service members and who lacks any meaningful appreciation for their contributions. Trump's actions at Arlington are part of a broader pattern of behavior that calls into question his commitment to the values and traditions that define American patriotism. Despite running on a platform that emphasized support for the military and promises to restore America's strength, Trump's conduct often tells a different story. His military deferments during the Vietnam War due to alleged bone spurs and his consistent focus on self-aggrandizement rather than public service further highlight this discrepancy. Even during the recent ceremony, observers noted that Trump's demeanor and actions seemed more self-serving than reverent. Footage of the event shows him shuffling down the steps, sparking rumors about his physical and mental health. While such speculation remains unconfirmed, it adds to the perception that Trump's priorities lie in image management rather than genuine respect for the traditions he purports to uphold. The controversy surrounding Trump's behavior at Arlington also highlights a deeper issue: his disregard for the nonpartisan nature of certain American institutions and events. Arlington National Cemetery is a place of unity and respect, meant to transcend political divisions. By attempting to stage campaign-related activities and prioritizing personal optics, Trump undermines the solemnity of this sacred ground. This is not an isolated incident. Trump's presidency and post-presidency have been marked by a consistent focus on self-promotion, often at the expense of tradition and decorum. His actions at Arlington are a microcosm of this larger pattern, raising questions about his ability to serve as a unifying figure and his understanding of the responsibilities that come with leadership. For those with connections to the military, Trump's behavior is particularly painful. Families of veterans and service members understand the profound sacrifices made by those who serve. They expect their leaders to honor these sacrifices with the utmost respect and sincerity. Trump's actions, however, often fall short of these expectations, leaving many feeling disheartened and disrespected. The implications of Trump's behavior extend beyond Arlington. They speak to a broader erosion of trust in leadership and a growing sense of division within the country. Moments like the wreath-laying ceremony at the tomb of the unknown soldier are meant to bring Americans together, reminding us of the shared values and sacrifices that bind us as a nation. When these moments are overshadowed by controversy and self-interest, it becomes harder to find common ground. As Trump prepares for his inauguration, these incidents serve as a stark reminder of the challenges ahead. Leading a nation requires more than political strategy and public relations. It demands a deep understanding of and respect for the institutions and traditions that define our democracy. Trump's actions at Arlington suggest that he still has much to learn in this regard. Ultimately, the story of Trump's behavior at Arlington National Cemetery is about more than one man. It's about the values we hold dear as a nation and the expectations we have for our leaders. As Americans, we must continue to hold those in power accountable, ensuring that they honor the sacrifices of our service members and uphold the traditions that unite us. In the face of actions that fall short, it is our responsibility to demand better for the sake of our veterans, our families, and our country.